hello fellow makeup lovers, how are you guys doing today? Welcome back. I wanted to go ahead and share with y'all 10 indie blushes that I think are perfect for summer. Some shades, some textures, some tones that I think are just the perfect summer blush. And every single one of these recommendations is from an independently owned makeup brand. I recently did a video of my top 5 palettes for summer from different indie brands, so I recommend checking that out. I'll leave it in the cards here, but today we're going to be focusing on blushes. Let me know if you'd like to see any more categories, if you'd like to see my best indie lip picks for summer. I can definitely do that, but I'm really excited about this video because I've been getting into blushes more and more, and I feel like over the last few months I've actually found so many amazing blushes. I just feel like all of these are top tier. So let's go ahead and jump on in. All right, y'all. So the first one I'm going to start off with is the blush that I'm wearing today. This is from Alamar. Honestly, all of Alamar's blushes would be perfect for summer. They have so many beautiful tones. I really like their Fair to Light trio, but it's not with me today or else I would have been mentioning it. But we're going to talk about this shade from their Encanto collection. The one that I have is the Hermosa Rosa, and it is such a beautiful kind of like orangey coral. It has like a really beautiful soft glow to it. I mean, I think the packaging is just beautiful as well, but I really love this blush, and I feel like as a single it just perfectly gives all of the summery vibes. Like, isn't that so pretty? So there is Hermosa Rosa. I don't know. I mean, I'm wearing it today. It's kind of like a little bit lighter on my cheeks, but I went in pretty lightly. You could definitely build it up more heavily. I feel like this is one of those blushes that will work for pretty much all skin tones because it is pretty pigmented. So that's my first recommendation. So next I have a blush here from Oden's Eye. I actually have a few of their blushes to mention, but I wanted to start off with this shade Sienna Luster because it is my absolute favorite. If I had to only pick one of their blushes, this is the one I would recommend. So the packaging, again, super beautiful. And then if I could open it, here is what it looks like on the inside. So it is just a really stunning, like warm, peachy, super glowy blush. There's a little bit of like a golden highlighter on the side, but that really doesn't make its way into the actual highlighter all that much. And like the more you use it, the less you can see it. So it's kind of more like a top layer right there. But overall, I mean, again, like the imprint is so pretty, but just this shade, the shade and the texture, because like I said, it is so glowy on the cheeks, but in the most flattering way. It doesn't have giant sparkles, it doesn't have glitter, anything like that. It just looks like that like glow from within while still using a powder blush. So like I said, this shade is Sienna Luster. I mean, look at that shade. Like, how could you not be obsessed with this blush? It is so pretty. Look at that. Summery Dreams. Okay, next I want to talk about the M Cosmetics Faded Clementine blush. I feel like this has been one of my favorite blushes long term. So here's what it looks like. It is a baked formula, and it's just a really beautiful glowy blush. I would say it's a little bit less glowy than Sienna Luster, but it definitely still has like, I guess maybe less of a glow and more of like a radiance to it. So this one I really love for like any time I'm wanting something warm. You can see it's a little bit more soft, but I just think it goes with so much. I mean, I guess compared to the other shades, it's a more of like an orangey brown versus like an orangey coral. But I mean, that one is just so pretty. Anytime you've got anything warm going on in the face, Faded Clementine. I also do have a few cream blush recommendations, but I'm going to go ahead and leave those more towards the end. So next I have these two blushes from Oden's Eye, and I would say that these two give very similar vibes. There's just one that I would recommend more for like a fair, light, medium skin tone, and then the other for more of a medium, deep, dark skin tone. So the one that works a little bit better for me is this shade right here called Warm Sun. It's just a really beautiful kind of like apricot, matte orange. So this one is for anyone who's like a matte blush lover, but you still want that like super warm orangey tone. This one, like I said, is called Warm Sun, and it's just super pretty, super beautiful apricot. So there's what Warm Sun looks like. And then like I said, this other one It's not exactly the same shade, but it gives me the same vibes, same tones, and it's just a little bit more pigmented. So this one is called Orange Sunny. So there's what that shade looks like. Super pretty as well, just like a little bit more of like a burnt apricot. Honestly, I still use this one. I just use it really lightly, really carefully, but it's still just super, super pretty. Okay, lastly, for powder blush, I have two shades I really want to recommend from Kaleidos because I feel like these are summery blush vibes, but they're a little bit more unique. So this first one, gosh, y'all, I just realized I don't even know the name. There's no name on this packaging, so I'm gonna have to add it to the screen or add it to the description box, see where I can find it. But here's what this shade looks like. So it is a really beautiful kind of like rich red shade. I think it might be called Sanguine, but it is just so, so pretty. I really love this one because I think there's just something to using a red blush, but using it very lightly. I mean, it's super pigmented, so again, it's one I feel like would work for pretty much everyone. But that shade just blended out, I think is so, so pretty. And we also have another really unique one from Kaleidos here. I don't remember the name on this one, but it is a beautiful kind of like electric soft pink, like violet kind of shade. I just feel like this is like perfect for summer if you love like those like baby doll cheeks, but you want it to be like super, super bright. That's what I feel like I get out of this blush. It's just so pretty. I mean, like, it's not like I don't see light pink blushes all the time, but this one just has like such a vibrance to it that I feel like it stands out. Okay, now let's go ahead and talk about the cream blushes. And honestly, these are all variations of peach, but these are so, so pretty. So for one, we have the LYS Satin, I don't know why I just said it like that, Satin Matte Cream Blush, and this is the shade Kindness. It's a beautiful peach. Like, I feel like if I had to describe this shade, I would say that it is like my perfect peach blush. The formula is super pigmented, really easy to work with. I mean, it's just really, really nice. So there's what Kindness looks like. You can see super pigmented, and this one does have a matte finish to it. But I mean, it looks so beautiful, so natural on the skin because of the cream finish, which personally I really, really love cream blushes during summer, but I tried to give you guys a mixture just so everyone has something here that seems like it'd work for them. And the last two blushes are kind of funny because they're both named Golden Hour, but I'll start off with the Melt Golden Hour. This is another really beautiful peachy shade. This one, I mean, I really like it because I feel like, I don't know if you can tell in the pan, it's a little bit thinner, so I feel like it does blend out easy. It's quicker to work with a brush, and if you like, you don't have to warm it up as much because it is a little thinner, and it does have a beautiful shine to it as well. So there's Melt Golden Hour. I mean, just super, super pretty. And then lastly, we have Tower 28 Golden Hour, which I don't love the texture on this one as much. I think mine is a little weird. Mine has like kind of like a graininess to it, but from what I understand, that's not the norm. And a lot of other people have gotten this with no graininess at all, so it might just be mine. I didn't really feel like returning it or anything, or like trying to get a new one because it still works just fine. It just kind of feels funny on the fingers, but this is a really beautiful shade as well. This one's almost like a little bit more balmy. I don't know if you can see the glossiness to it versus like shimmery, but it just has a beautiful finish on the skin, has a beautiful rich orangey shade to it. I mean, look at that. Those are my 10 top indie blushes for summer. I feel like all of these are just so, so pretty, so beautiful, all the summer tones, and they're from some really, really great brands. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. I'd love to know what has been your go-to blush for summer so far, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!